Look, this is the nonsense that one has to get used to. What I'm saying is that we're going to have the debate in Parliament, and yet the opposition, who say that we're trying to make Parliament redundant when it comes to an increase in debt, are making Parliament redundant themselves by not waiting to have the debate on the bill there, which is the right place to have it. But let me just tell you something about what the opposition did. Until 2008, there was no link between the public debt of Gibraltar and the recurrent income in Gibraltar. It was introduced in 2008 in the last term of the GSD. Were they being irresponsible for the first 3 terms by not having that link? In 2009, they came back and changed the law again because they were about to exceed the debt limit they'd set for themselves. Both in 2008 and in 2009, they enjoyed the support of the GSLP Liberals in Parliament once we heard the explanation that was put to us. We haven't even got to Parliament yet, and the opposition are already trying to scare people and trying to make out a case for a reason not to support the government in this change.
The GSD claims this law change would allow the government to borrow an extra £200 million. Is this correct?
If you did the calculation today, that's about the figure that we would be able to borrow. Of course, that is a lot less than the GSD themselves were saying they would change the law to enable themselves to borrow. And this is an important issue that people have to understand. When yesterday the GSD was saying that we were going to allow ourselves a more margin to borrow, something that we're not making this change in order to take advantage of that. We're making a structural change for this and future governments to have a better mechanism for borrowing which benefits our whole community. And yet this is less than 2 months since the GSD were defending in a general election campaign that they would put up the debt to £900 million to be able to borrow more. So look, this is the type of contradiction that one has to get used to when you're dealing with Mr. Feetham and his GSD.